start with a few Oxford reflections. As a team, what, if anything, could you have done differently to affect the game?
Started better. They had the better start, moved the ball a lot quicker, tempo, intensity of the game. Took our chances when we had them in the first half to get an all-important first goal, and showed a lot more quality in our play. Our quality for the players that we've got in the building, in possession, was not at the level that we've come to expect. So, a whole host of things that we didn't get right on Saturday, and we have to take our medicine and everything that goes with it, all the criticism that I'm hearing and seeing after the game and stuff like that you have to take on the chin. But wheels haven't fallen off. 85 points, and we'll just go again.
Yeah, there has been some criticism online, and there was some members of the away end in the stands that were gesticulating and venting a few frustrations. But
do you know what? I think it's an absolute disgrace. An absolute disgrace to the players that represent the football club and what they've done this season. So maybe before I was talking to my media guy, maybe he told me to stay away from it. But now I meet it head on, and it's a joke. It's a disgrace. So that's what you think of the players when we do have the good days. Don't be clapping. Go home. Be consistent. So I appreciate all the support that we've had all season away from home. They've been outstanding at home as well. And we'll need it on Tuesday night, because we've got to lift the players again, because they're disappointed about what happened on Saturday. We had an opportunity of breaking a club record that's lasted about 350 years on Saturday afternoon, and we just wasn't good enough. And you know what? That's sometimes how football is. Yeah, you can't put your finger on it. You can assess it and analyse it at half time and afterwards, and you can be deeply disappointed, like we all are, and we all wear our heart on our sleeve. Myself, the club captain, as you know, the players that are giving everything for the football club to get us to 85 points in this position with 6 games to go. If it was happening every other week, if it was the group that I inherited last season that turned it in, didn't really want to, miles off of it, all that stuff, then I get that. But not this group. Not this group. Don't do it to them. Don't do it to me. So there it is. That's how it is. It'll bring us tighter together. The ones that we are, and how we feel about it. And I'm sure you'll see a reaction in the players' performance. The week before it was outstanding, and we were just off of it. And as I said, you can't really put your finger on it. It was just too slow. I think there was certain situations that, not excuses, that didn't help our cause, but we have to overcome all those challenges. If you want to be a top team, you want to achieve at the end of the season, there's all sorts of hurdles you have to get over. And Oxford away is not an easy game, in my opinion. They should have beaten Middlesbrough the week before. We didn't deal with a long throw. And give credit to the opposition. The opposition's manager, they made it really difficult. We had 75% possession, we had opportunities, and we just didn't find that quality, and we just didn't find that tempo, and we didn't find that rhythm. Made difficult by a slow pitch and the conditions, but no excuse, and we just didn't find that bit of quality. And if you had done, we'd have scored, because we had enough of the ball and had enough situations in and around their box, but we didn't find that quality. So we have to own that and take that on the chin. But it's just the world we live in now, I suppose, whether it's social media or whatever, that everybody wants us to be winning every game. I think we'd all be extremely rich and possibly wouldn't be sat here if we knew the outcome of everything in life, not just on a football pitch. And we could gamble on stocks and shares and know what's going to happen there and do everything and bet and all that. Then maybe I wouldn't be sat here, or maybe I would be. Maybe everybody else would be doing something different, spending the money. But football ain't like that. There's no guarantees, and we have to get back onto it, and I'm sure we will, knowing the reaction of the players when they came in Sunday morning after a long trip, when they came in really early Sunday morning to assess and analyse and go through, and they had to feel that little bit of pain watching it back, because we talked about it and they accepted it and we accepted it, and and we have to recognise that if that situation comes up again away from home, then we have to be better in handling that situation. We've handled the majority of situations away from home so far this season, because that's the reason that we had that opportunity of breaking a record that lasted for 350 years. So the final 3 games away from home, hopefully we'll do a little bit better than what we did on Saturday and replicate our away form that was being shown all season.
We've got 3 home games to go now. Bearing in mind the conversation with what we've just had, what would your message be to those supporters that are going to Bramall Lane tomorrow night?
At its best, Bramall Lane, as I've witnessed as a supporter, as a young supporter, as a ball boy, as a player, and as a manager, at its best, gives us a huge advantage and a huge boost and a huge push and a huge energy. As seen in big games what we've won over the years. So I can't demand or I can't force, but I know what I'd be doing if I were a supporter. I'd be getting right behind this team that's sat in second, well, not, we'd be top of the division, wouldn't we? If we hadn't had 2 points deducted, we'd have been top of the division, we'd have been on 85 points going into the last 6 games of the season. So I know what I'd have been doing, but I can't dictate or determine what everybody else's attitude towards us is. I think it's always, most probably always been there, and it always will be there. But I know what I am. I'm a backer of my football club. I'm a backer of my football team because of what they're like and me knowing them in the way I do.